Recording in progress.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining me on Starrstouch. So I've been having the question, how long is this energy going to last? I'm going to go just explain a couple things that I know and then refer you to the description box below of a couple different people I listen to in case it'll really help. So the grades, first of all, we have the Mercury retrograde going on, and that ends on the 14th. There's still a shadow period almost to the end of May. You're looking at until May 31st. It doesn't mean that you can't do things or sign things and that, but it's just being a little more careful and also how we communicate. It's a lot more difficult to, say the things we want to say and the way we want to say them. So it can be a lot of misunderstandings or possibly sending a text to the wrong person, little things even that can really make a big difference at some point. So Mercury retrograde is an issue. We've got the Pluto retrograde as well. And Pluto retrograde is a little bit different. Now that's a lot to do with the things that we want to control. And of course, all we can control really is ourselves. So what we need to do is really concentrate on our self-care if you want to make the best of the energy and really control the things that we can. And anything we can't, allow. Everything I've listened to now says just allow and just feel whatever it is you need to feel. It can be emotions. You can be seeing things that have popped up and kept up from the past. Like Mercury retrograde can bring in people from the past, different things like that, where all of a sudden um, you'll go back and you'll say, okay, this is what I want to do with this situation. We need to finish this unfinished business retreat. And it's a good time to just meditate and really make a decision on how you want to handle it. Take your time and be patient. So the Pluto retrograde, that goes through October 11th. So that's quite a while. So this is a slow moving planet anyway, but it's really, all these things are kind of in the sector of the Taurus energy right now, where it's all about finances and our foundation, things that we want to know, what's going to happen next. How do I prepare for these things? So it's a lot of that type of energy. And then also Scorpio. Scorpio is about our inner deepest things that we feel in our heart and our truth and how we can really speak our truth, but also feel these feelings and kind of let them flow so that we can let go of some of the things that are holding us back. So all that's hitting us at the same time. I understand. So like, when's this going to be over? But we have to find a positive way to use the energy because it's not a fast thing. The actual lunar eclipse, that'll go until that's a 6 month thing. So it goes 6 months and then it goes to the solar eclipse and then it goes back to the lunar eclipse. So it's every 6 months. And right now, the first 2 weeks are the most, where the most powerful, where you really feel it even more so than ever. And so give it a couple weeks to even out and kind of come up with a strategy that works for you as far as what do I want to do with it? How do I want to figure out my strengths and my weaknesses? And how can I make my weaknesses be something I can use as a way to help others? Or how can I use those strengths to learn something new that's going to be a valuable um, thing that I've always wanted to do? So these are all really good questions. A lot of things around relationships are going to come up because what's going to happen is the North Node was in Taurus and South Node in Scorpio for the longest time, and now it's going to switch into Aries and Libra. And Aries and Libra, what's going to happen is it's a lot about passions, but also about relationships. And so we're going to be really looking at that and seeing how can we harmonize our relationships, which ones are working for us and which ones are not. So I'm going to put as many links as I can in the description box to help out everybody because it is a lot of information and some want to know more and other ones just want to kind of relax and flow through it and find their gift. So I'm going to go ahead and send out some energy today. I wanted to pull a couple cards. I really like doing the positive affirmations right now. We need to stay positive and have a few different ones that we can say throughout the day. I also have this book. It's the Cherokee Feast of Days. I really enjoy this. And it's Joyce the Sweet Tea Tippler. I will just say, what do we need out of this book today, and read the page and see what we come up with. All right. It says, don't condemn yourself, even if you have made a mistake or a dozen mistakes. Who has not? We are too quick to profess stupidity. We are too quick to condemn our lack of will to eat the right foods, speak the right words, think the right thoughts. It is true that we have to control these things, but why try to do it over burdens we put on ourselves? Begin to turn it around. Praise each ability to do the right thing. Bring self-respect into play and call yourself free. Yes, sometimes it's all about the differences between, how you say, oh, I shouldn't eat this or I shouldn't do that. It's kind of like, I loved what the one lady said at the McConaughey thing recently. She said, I don't do this. I don't do that. And it's giving yourself that horrible. If you don't want to do something, I just don't do it. If it's something you don't think you should do, the good word is absolutely, I've heard it a million times, the guilt trip word that is useless. Either we're going to do it or we aren't. And wow, that really helps you bring back your power. Am I going to do this or am I not? I know I'm kind of rambling today. I don't mean to be, but there's just so much energy out there going on. And they go ahead and pull some affirmation words here to see what we come up with. And I just wish everybody to be able to use this energy to have the drive to figure out what it is we're good at and kind of concentrate on those things, because we can only control it. We can only look at our own life and hope that our example allows other people to follow suit if it looks like something that will work for them. Okay. So about 3 of them. So let's see. All right. This one's I am pure magic. I am pure magic. How fun. You know what? We're all magical. We all have the ability to use our own energy to pray, to send energy to other people. We all have it. All magic. I let go of what is no longer serving me and I'm open to what is. Yes, I am letting go of what no longer serving me. I am open to what is. Sounds so basic. Yeah. Relax, let things flow out, let things, fake out as they say. And stay knowledgeable as much as you can. I mean, finances and all that, we all have pay attention because we want to be, have good information, but at the same time, things are going to work out. I really feel like they're going to end up shaking out pretty good. I attract success by being my authentic self. When my cards are getting chipped up, I have to say that's not one of my good qualities of being careful. I attract success by being my authentic self. So yes, the minute we can figure out who we are, have our truth spoken, and really quiet our minds enough to figure out who are we? What do we love? What do we want to surround ourselves with? And then share it with others. Then I have the now is the time. 170 ways to seize the moment. I think that's a really neat book as well. And that's by Patrick Lindsay. And say, what do we need? What do we need to seize that moment? All right. It says to let it all hang out. Sometimes you must release pent-up pressures. Don't be half-hearted about it. Make sure you open the valve fully. Some do it with a primal scream. Some let off steam with a full-on workout, run, or a swim. Whatever works for you, do it. The feeling of freedom is delicious. I love it. And that's Mark Twain that says that. The thing is that, yes, I've known people that will split wood manually, and do different things. Whatever it works for you. You can scream out loud. You can just write it down, something you want to let go of. And it can really help. It says, under certain circumstances, profanity provides a relief denied even to prayer. Mark Twain. So, yeah, I'm going to read the other one on the other page too, because in all honesty, there's 2 on here, so I don't know. Maybe we need both. To learn from your enemies. It's too often we close our minds to our enemies far wiser to view them dispassionately, examine their grievances, explore their motivations, balance their bias, distill the lessons. Have you not learned great lessons from those who braced themselves against you and disputed the passage with you? Walt Whitman. Yes, I've learned almost, I'm not going to say all my lessons, but I've learned a lot of lessons from people that are not happy with things that I've done. And these are powerful messages and powerful lessons that help me to learn, but also be able to use that to move forward wiser in my life. So yes, pay attention to those people. It can be, what is it, constructive criticism? I honor that because, we are always learning and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what life's all about. Angel Prayers, Kyle Gray. I love this book as well. So, what angel do we need help from today, or what in this book would help us the most? It says the angels of light, Uriel. Uriel has a team of angels who I call the angels of light. These angels are dedicated to the soul of the earth. They can be called upon when there is any sort of disaster or tragic circumstance that really needs truth and light. Whenever you are aware of a situation that needs great healing and light, call upon Uriel and the angels of light to illuminate all involved. They will be there for everything from tsunamis to earthquakes, floods, terrorist activity, and tragic accidents. Here is a prayer to call on Uriel and the angels of light. We're going to do the prayer. Send out energy right now. Archangel Uriel and the angels of light, thank you so much for casting your light over this situation and all those involved. Remember them of your presence and illuminate them so that they find comfort and peace. Thank you for lovingly directing all you can to safety and peace, and so it is. I want to send out special energy right now to a mom and daughter that lost their life. We had a snowstorm probably a couple weeks ago now, and they were driving and they lost control and went in the other lane and someone hit them, and it's just tragic for all people involved. They're going to have a spaghetti dinner this weekend in Tower on Saturday. So if anyone can come up here and help, what'll be is that if you want to buy a dinner, it's going to really help for the funeral expenses for this. I actually was driving home that day and I was ushered to go the other way. It brings tears to my eyes because I stayed longer at my counselor's than I was supposed to, and I was able to detour around, and I knew something bad had happened because that doesn't happen very often. And so I immediately started sending healing energy to the situation as I slowly drove home. That snowstorm came out of nowhere. But I just wanted to say to anyone, that's in the family, just sending prayers and healing energy. Everyone was prayed for the moment for them. Tragic. I mean, very young people. So if you are coming to Tower for that 15 listeners, stop into the Civic Center. There's going to be spaghetti tea, and it's to help for both funerals. And just to mention it. All right, I'm going to let us go for today. I'm going to ground it all in, ground it in. And please, keep praying for each other. This is all we can do is just really try to have self-care, pray for each other, and set a good example so everyone will learn from each other. And that's what it's all about. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful day.